Hello everyone, welcome back to another market review. I'll be going over today's trading day. I took a trade today and it was a win, which is nice because it feels like this whole month for me has been a lot of break evens. But last day of the month, got a win to end it off. Not a huge win, but kind of like a base hit win. So I'll be going over that. I can just show here. The win was 1,393, so around 1.4 R on the day. So yeah, I'll start with the analysis. So starting with the news events, we have news at 10 a.m. So that means our first volatility injection is at 9:30 in the morning. So I'll be kind of looking for prices at around that time. Now going to my journal here. We know that we've already tapped into this monthly fair value gap that I've been wanting to see for a while. So we could see some higher prices from here if we are to keep this kind of like bullish range intact. So that's one thing to keep in mind. When we drop down to the daily, we are still in this new bearish daily range, but we have now printed a new daily fair value gap right here. But overall, the framework is still the same as yesterday, which is we took out external range liquidity here, so we're planning to see a move from external range liquidity back into internal range liquidity. So internal range liquidity can be this first fair value gap, or even this top one, but I'm going to be paying attention to this one because it's the closest one, and so already that is making me lean bullish for today. Then we go to our 90-minute chart. This is how it looked, just before the open. We can see that this is the new range of the 90-minute, and we took out this external range liquidity. So I'd expect us to go back up to external range liquidity. Reason being is because, first of all, we have a previous day low SMT right here. So that makes me think that we could see higher prices. We have a previous day low SMT because YM didn't take out previous day low, and NQ and ES did take it out. And also, previous day high aligns with that daily fair value gap that I was looking at, this first one here, the closest one. So yes, previous day high is the start of this daily fair value gap. So overall, I'm expecting price to move to previous day high, especially because of this previous day low SMT. Now, we also have a previous day high SMT right here because YM closed above and took out previous day high while NQ and ES didn't. However, I'm not going to be paying too much attention to that because it doesn't align with my narrative. And this strategy, the SMT model, is good because not because of just basing your whole analysis off SMT, but you have to also filter the SMTs out with your narrative. So my narrative going into today is bullish prices. So I'm giving more importance and more weight towards the previous day low SMT rather than the previous day high SMT. So this previous day high SMT doesn't make me, it doesn't sway my decision, so to speak. So yeah, I'll be looking for higher prices still. When we go to the 15-minute chart, we can see that we have a previous session low. We have a London low SMT still intact from earlier in the morning. YM took out previous session low and NQ and ES didn't, and then we rallied higher. Also, all assets closed above previous session high, which is also a bullish sign because we invalidated the SMTs on the high, and we still have this SMT on the low intact. So going into 9:30, I'll just be looking for any 5-minute SMT and changes in state of delivery for me to enter a long position. So that's what we got. I took the screenshot like 10 minutes after I actually entered, but this is this green, this upwards candle is the 9:30 a.m. candle, and as you can see, ES, N, and Q didn't take out previous 90-minute low, but YM did take it out, and we had this very big displacement upwards and change in state of delivery and whatnot. So this is why I entered my trade, stop loss at the swing low, and I was targeting previous day high. Previous day high wasn't that far away. It was only 1.39 R away, but I still took this trade because I can still take these base hits type trades, as long as it's over 1 R risk to reward. I think it's a valid trade. It's mostly when we get into like negative risk to reward trades that I tend to stay out. But this 1.39, 1.4 R is still good for me. So I entered here, and yeah, so I'll be going over. So the trade management, I said here, all assets close above previous 90-minute high. So I'm expecting more upside, brought subs to break even as well. So first of all, when I entered, we had quite a decent amount of drawdown, but then we got bought back up and shown a lot of strength upwards, which was nice. But then, as you can see, all assets close above previous 90-minute high, so I brought stops to break even around here, and then I just waited for the price to hit the final target, which it eventually did. So this was full TP at 1.39 R, and that was me done for the day. So yeah, that was it. And also, I am pretty happy with my decision to take my profits where I did, because as you can see, we hit into the previous day high and we just didn't move from here, and then we just displaced lower. So I'm happy with that. One of the reasons why I did this is because the market has been so difficult lately. Like goes into my direction, but then reverses quickly. It takes out the first target, but then reverses. So today I was like, I'd be happy if it just hit previous day high and I take all my profits there. I'd be happy with that, Also, something to keep in mind, this is just, when you check the average true range of the past 14 days, what does that mean? It's like the average amount of points that Nasdaq moves in the past 14 days. It says here 553, right? 553 points. And if you look here, since what? Here? Oh no, previous day low SMT was here. But since the mark of the new day here, previous day high would be around 600 points for the move of the day. So it's well within the kind of like average range that Nasdaq does. So targeting further than that didn't make a lot of sense to me. Also, markets have been difficult lately, so I just decided to take all my profits at previous day high, and it was a pretty good decision. I'm pretty happy with it, and yeah. So that means that this was the last trading day of the month, and although I had a lot of break-evens this month, it's nice to end off the month with a good size win. So yeah, these are my stats. Up 2.9 R around for the month, which is not bad, I'm happy with that. Can't complain. And yeah, profit factor is looking good. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked, pretty happy to end the month like this, and we'll see what tomorrow and the month of April brings. So I hope this was insightful, and I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, see ya.